Saw this news regarding new chairman for WEF, World Economic Forum. Um, you know, as soon as you hear the word WEF, you already know not much good is going to come out of that. Uh, and somebody posted this meme, the Carl Schwab, maybe that's how I pronounce it. That's his thing was eats the bugs, and this new guy, which we'll talk more about, his thing is water is a privilege. Um, Bond will swap at the WEF. Uh, you know, it's sort of amazing. WEF, the sort of things that come out of that organization. It was founded by this Carl Schwab guy, and and Isaac says, "Can we not get Skeletor as the leader of the World Economic Forum?" And this person at the top had a comment about actually in defense of the new guy. Actually, the comment made by the guy on the right was correct. Anything that is product of someone else's labor is not a free or right. I think he misses the point entirely. He misses the fact that this new guy, I don't know his name yet. We'll get into that. Was a CEO of Nestle, I believe, and in saying so, water is not a right. I don't think he's meaning that, oh, you should work hard for what you get. What he means is Nestle should be allowed to hog all the water sources, by hook or by crook, allegedly, from a nation's resource standpoint, and they should be able to bottle it and sell it. So you already know, like, when that's the case, they're gonna figure out some roundabout logic of going about, oh, you know what, you guys are drinking water from the aquifer, and that's not quote unquote safe. So they'll bring in the safety police, and then they go like, Nestle will make it safe, and then you can drink it. I think all of us have seen that movie before. And interesting enough, Klaus Schwab, that's what his name is, he's under investigation by the organization he created after a new whistleblower letter alleged financial and ethical misconduct by longtime leader and his wife. And Klaus Schwab's investigation by the very organization he founded is a calculated move. He's not being held accountable. He's being replaced. WEF is shedding its old skin, using a strategically timed whistleblower letter to perform a controlled takedown of a now expendable figurehead. Schwab has become a liability too deeply tied to controversial narratives like the Great Reset, and his removal allows the globalist machine to rebrand itself under the illusion of reform. This isn't it's justice, it's a ritual pivot to maintain power while pretending to dismantle it. Kind of agree, a little bit. Let's see what else people are saying. All right, so then it says founder quit after board move to investigate whistleblower allegation, which he denies, including use of luxury property and travel. Okay, shocker indeed. So then I asked ChatGPT, as I always do, give me some of the crazy statements, gems the new guy has made. His name is Brabeck. The first one we already talked about is water isn't a human right, it's a commodity. Because if you don't put a price tag on water, how will the free market keep you hydrated? Access to clean water is privilege, not necessity. If you're arguing in favor of his roundabout logic, I don't think you really understand what he's trying to say here. He's not saying that all of us should contribute together, or we should be putting in some work to get clean water as an output. I mean, if that's all he was saying, I don't think there's an issue. Like, you shouldn't expect things to be handed to you. What he really means here is Nestle should be allowed to take over the water sources and come up with their own schemes of selling bottled water only, or something to that effect, like practically. All right, second one is pool water should cost you. Sure, you can drink, but if you dare fill a kiddie pool without swiping your card, you're just freeloading off the water grid. He later walked that back, the absolute stance, saying minimum water for survival is a right, but anything beyond that should come with a bill. Well, it does come with a bill. I don't know what they're on about. Like, do you not have like a water meter at your place? Uh, I don't know what they mean. Maybe they mean like in double speak of, oh, you live in a 50-minute city. Everything would be so close by. And the hidden text there is you are not really going to be allowed by imposing extra taxes and fines and this and that to go out of your confined district. That's one way of looking at it. GMOs are safe, you're just irrational. Brabeck dismisses anti-GMO sentiment as hysteria promoting modified food tech as totally safe and necessary. Critics say he downplays long-term risks. Nature only matters if you put a price tag on it. See, he's back to his own thing. Nestle's Stockholm Water Week speech. Brabeck argues nature will only be preserved if it's valued economically. Environmentalists worry this approach turns ecosystems into financial instruments. I think we're going to see this theme all across many issues, that you cannot have a rational discussion about any of the topics that affect your lives. On one hand, we'll probably have like the eco-terrorists being highlighted, that, oh, you know what they do, like the sort of just stop oil people and that sort of ridiculous thing. And on the other hand, it would be people like Brabeck who will use doublespeak to say, well, we can only preserve nature if you put a price tag on it, aka let me privatize it and sell it off to people. If you don't get sick from GMOs, what's the problem? He insists there's no proven harm from GMO consumption, positioning skeptics as anti-science, even though public concern remain nuanced. If you don't let people study the long-term effect of GMOs, sure, you're not going to have much evidence proving otherwise. So we've all seen that song and dance. You want to save the planet, start selling it. He promotes putting price mechanisms on natural resources to manage them. Critics argue this financializes ecosystems and invites exploitation over preservation. Again, we can't have a common sense discussion about topics that affect our lives. We can only go two ways. One is this guy bottling up all the water, all the resources, privatizing them, or we can only talk about just stop oil people. We can't talk about things that common sense things that may have worked in past, how the taxes we already pay, why are they not sufficiently used in an optimized manner to protect these resources? We're already paying for basic amenities. I don't know anywhere in the world where you just get them for free. You pay your taxes, you have a water meter, you basically are paying for it from both directions, from what I can tell. So there's a whole lot of doublespeak we're seeing here, and this new guy, I can already tell, as most people on Twitter, he isn't necessarily your friend, even though the words he may be using, which may be carefully chosen to take a doublespeak manner, basically. It may not appear that on the surface, but definitely what I would do personally is I would take the worst possible interpretation of what he's saying and then start from there. Like, okay, does his previous actions line up with the worst possible interpretation? If so, that's what I'm going to believe. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments.